saying Mike Raglan. Are you shorting it up, Raz? Maybe because you dress, you know what I'm saying, you dress cool or whatever. But they be like, hell no. And even when I rant, like I've heard people like jokingly say, "No, you a know it all." Like I don't know a lot of shit. The more that I go and seek knowledge, the more I realize it's a lot of shit I don't know.
I know you hating that I'm
It's always 1,000 Michaels everywhere, so just always be able to go Mike Rags, you know, just stuck. That's how I came up with the Rags.
My price is gone. Come on, bro. Walk one, nothing.
You know what time it is, yeah. Tommy Ray, Big Gat.
Yes, sir.
That was good, man. Good to see you. First off, I like that hat. I just peeped when it said
yeah,
it.
man. Fuck cheap clients. Kyle, my boy Kyle got me this hat, man. Yeah, fuck him.
I think a good place to start today would be accountability.
Okay.
I think accountability is a good
gonna
place
lean
to
in?
start. Yeah, I'm gonna lean in, man. I'm an hour late to my own show. These fellas have been here waiting on me, you know, and I just I appreciate y'all staying here first off, you know, putting up with it, and I appreciate the words you gave me, TJ, when I first got here, you know, holding me accountable. You need people. If you want to be great in life, you need people outside of yourself to hold you accountable as well. And so I appreciate that TJ even sees anything in me, you know what I'm saying, in what we're doing to want to even hold me accountable for, you know what I'm saying, being late, you know what I'm saying. Time is valuable, and I wasted a few minutes of y'all time this morning, so I just
1 hour, 60 minutes. Yeah, tell it how it is. Now.
So I do want to, yeah, I'm gonna apologize to y'all on the show. I definitely apologize for that.
Well, I don't accept that shit. Maybe by the end of the show I will. But
You know I'm sincere though.
I don't
You know what I mean?
I don't accept that shit.
Man, I got so lit last
Look,
night.
it wasn't even a real classic weekend. You got lit for a spring game, dog.
It's classic in the
No, it's
springtime,
not.
bro. We
It's
ain't never
club.
had
It's club.
classic where women can be out there wearing sundresses. You know how many sundresses and wind
Nah,
was
see, I
blowing
can't,
up?
I can't talk. You lost me.
You break it up. What does he say?
Yeah, you lost me.
What does he say?
Man, you lost me, man.
I definitely enjoyed myself too much yesterday at my boy's street day party. I was too tore up. I don't even remember how I got home, honestly. That's sad.
I remember them days.
I gotta stop getting like that for real though.
Who won the game yesterday?
A&M.
A&M? Oh, okay.
No, about
Hey,
like
it's been good this year, right?
14. Yeah, they pretty good.
You so stupid. Dude, nah.
What?
You didn't catch that?
Ain't they been good this year? I thought they would have been good.
How many games they played this year?
I don't know.
Man, this shit just started, dude. Like,
No, dude.
They been
oh,
playing
you know
this
how you
spring.
be trying, like...
No. Jackson State.
they've been
Jackson
playing
State went
games.
to the Hill and got dealt with.
Let me say this, man. Why
Can I
does
say the Hill?
You can. But why did it take Deion Sanders for everyone to start really paying attention to HBCU?
That's crazy.
Because I've never heard you say a stat about a HBCU.
And I haven't. You're right. I have not.
It is like how many yards the quarterback had, guys?
409. He was 18 of 28. He got sacked
my
4
God.
times.
Shout
His
out to
completion
Deion,
percentage was 17%.
Shall I go on?
Yeah. Did y'all see what
Eddie
TSU?
Jordan.
Yeah. TSU just got Eddie Jordan.
What y'all think about this?
It started with Deion, and I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I love it, man, because it's bringing more views to us. You know, to us. I'm just being real, bro. It is, you know.
Then you had the Thun Maker's little brother who was going to Howard, who's going to Howard this year, and then Master P's son just signed to TSU as well. So now you starting to get, 5-star, 4 and 5-star athletes, to start coming to your schools as well. So that'll just. And then I think Tennessee State was trying to hire Hugh Jackson as the offensive coordinator, somebody who's been in the pros, so I think it's good for black schools, for historically black colleges, even though I didn't go to one and I was so bent on not going to one for some reason. I'm glad to see that they are starting to get some of the recognition and some viewership, some attention.
Yeah.
I'm just happy for them. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing because I can only speak from my experiences, but growing up in Birmingham City schools, I was always around black folks. So I wanted to go experience something different.
Yeah.
That's why I went to Alabama. I wanted to just see what white folks was about. Cause I've heard things, but I never got to deal with them. Heard good, bad, but I was never able to be around them and get a perspective for myself. So I went up there and it was pretty much as advertised. You got good ones, you got bad ones. They just people just like us.
Well, let me ask this because I helped produce this, so I'm privileged to a lot of information and knowledge. But one of the things that you talk about that I enjoy listening to is you growing up around a lot of black people and then going to Bama for college, right? Mm-hmm. Now I want to shift. We got Tommy here. Mm-hmm. Tommy grew up West Side around a lot of black people. Still chose to go to an HBCU. Mm-hmm. Give us some of that perspective. Like, why weren't you as anxious to get away from black people like, say, a Mike Rags was?
Get away from black people?
Yeah, well, and correct me. I butchered that. Correct me, but
what?
You know what I mean, Mike? Well, yeah. Can you correct?
I don't. You asked me the question.
Okay. Well, Mike's going to correct that part.
I wasn't trying to get away from black people, but I definitely was trying to experience a culture that I wasn't used to. White people. I just wanted to see what it was about.
Come on, man. You went down there because the hoes was there. I'm just
put the spotlight on them.
You went down there because hoes was down there, bro. And for the black girls who was down there, bro, they was mostly from the suburbs. You know what I mean? They had,
over the mountain.
Come on, man. You ain't want to experience no different culture. You just wanted some more ass. That's why you went down there, bro. Right. Yeah. It's ass at HBCU too, though.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
But so you wanted some more ass.
Nah, I just my whole time down there, I probably only slept with 2 white girls. So it wasn't that. I wanted to spend.
I didn't even speak about white girl. I'm talking about the black girls.
Oh,
yeah. That's what you went down there for.
Listen. Now I was supposed to be going to Tuskegee. I went to Alabama for a week. My summer. Going into my senior year, and I went down there for this thing called Boys State. And yeah, when I was down, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what? What was that? Oh yeah. What was that?
Shit.
Yeah! Give me one of them goddamn.
Put the spotlight on them.
Come on, man. Let's keep this shit. Yeah. Let's keep this shit real, man. You went down there for that.
Yeah. I mean, not just for that.
But for that.
I mean that and
what I said. But what was your come on, bro. When you first said that you wanted to go to Bama, it wasn't to further my education. Come on, man. Why did you want to go to Bama?
Because
first,
I just like the environment when I went down there for the week.
Here we go again, y'all.
I did.
Do we do this when everybody be on the show? Or is it just me, man? He always get these glue moments when he just fucking stuck. Bro, it's just this me, man.
Listen, man. I mean, hoes everywhere. That's the truth about it. Hoes are everywhere. Of course, I was drawn in by some of the attractive women that were down there.
Yeah.
But it was really to experience, like I said, I've heard so much different things about white people, just how they treat us, how they blase, and I just wanted to just kind of see that for myself. I didn't go to a HBCU because I wanted to see something else. You know what I'm saying?
Did you accomplish that?
Yeah.
Going back on it, do you wish you would have still went to Bama, or you wish you would have went to a HBCU?
I don't regret my time at Bama, but I didn't have to go there for what I did. You know, I could have waited till I just got in the workforce or whatever. You know, just being around people. And
You went to the football games, though, right?
I went to one football game my entire time now.
Question: how was the halftime show? Huh?
Niggas don't even watch halftime. Niggas ain't the $1 million band. Ain't nobody trying to listen to that.
Yeah, man. But nah, man. I guess for me, man, like going to a HBCU was more so like it's just what I'm used to, like being around my people, man. And you know, I couldn't see myself going now to party, yeah, to kick it, yeah. But as far as where I wanted, you know, my education was where I thought I wanted to be in life. I just felt as if I was more safe around a HBCU, like my people. You know, yeah, man. Like I never wanted to go to another school, like like nowhere else. But I would want to go down in the party,
Right.
Because why? The same reason you wanted to go. I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the women were amazing. So like, yeah, that was my whole. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, and I was going to interject. I deal with a lot of regret for not going to an HBCU. My parents both went to Tuskegee, so I grew up going to Tuskegee homecoming. It was a thing we did like every year, and I had great times down there, even as a youth.
Right.
And I don't know, and I don't blame anybody in particular for this, but when I started hanging around guys like Tommy when I was young, and I started building friendships with way more black people, because leading up to that, a wide majority of my friendship base was white. But then when I started forming relationships with guys like Tommy, and the list goes on, it hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like there was something else there. It was a lot more relatability, even with me being on the other side of town. Right. You know, so Tommy talks about a lot of the comfort of knowing I'm in the presence of my people.
True.
I get that. I feel like I was a late bloomer and learning and valuing that. But like knowing what I know now and having, I guess, more adult oriented conversations with my parents about their college experience, dude, huge regret of mine, 100%.
And a lot of people who knew me at Bama and were, you know, around me at Bama, like, boy, you ain't hang with white folks at Bama. I didn't hang with white people. I mean, I still hung with, I was saying blacks, because like you said, it's a comfort thing, but I was in class with them. You know what I'm saying? I had to do projects with them. Like, I had to interact with them. So it was, like I said, it was something that I didn't have to do in order to get that feel. But I just, you know, it's so crazy that I met a black girl from Chicago when I was there. And every Wednesday in the Ferg at 12 o'clock was Black Power Hour. Like, it was going to be swamped with black folks in the Ferg. And she told me one day, she said it really made her nervous to be around all them black folks. And she's black. And I was just like, what? But, like, she was so serious. Like, she said sometimes she gets, like, anxiety and panic attacks when she's around, like, a big group of black people. And I was just like, wow. Like, I never knew black folks were scared to be around other black people.
I don't think I don't. You are.
I'm not now, but I definitely was.
I don't think it's that, man. I just think that, you know, whatever you grow up around, that's what you're comfortable with being around.
Yes.
So when you took out of that element, then, you know, it's an unfamiliar territory. So I wouldn't say blacks are, you know, like I wouldn't put it like that, but, you know, like, because you got some white guys who, you know, grew up in the neighborhood with black people, but when you put them around white people, they're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, so, yeah, it's, what?
You remember the story with the dead dog in the street in West End?
Yeah.
Dude, I was traumatized by that.
Yeah.
I did not, you were riding with me. Like,
Yeah.
I did not know how to handle that situation.
What happened?
Just, man, it was just I don't want to relive this moment. So it was I don't even know like what day it was, what car we was riding in, but I'm gonna just like the facts of the story was it was a dead dog in the street. You know, you see shit like that all the time. Dead dogs, cats, possums, pigeons, whatever. Like shit just be in the street. So this motherfucker was like, you would have thought it was a leprechaun in the middle of the street. And we like, bro, like this shit is just how it is, dog. I mean, like it's a fucking dog. Like, you know, let's go to church. You know, like, ever since then, running was just like, man, I don't know.
I struggle with that.
But you don't see that in where you are.
No.
Oh, you from Trustville?
I grew up in Irondale. Now
they got
Irondale,
duck crossing signs.
Irondale, when I grew up there, was majority white. So we had things like, and I'm not saying West End didn't have them, but animal control was a routine thing. You saw that. So before I got to see a dead dog in the street, it was probably removed so I wouldn't have to see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So for me, I remember going back to school the next Monday, and I was telling all my friends about it, white and black. I was like, man, you won't believe this. but it goes to your point, like what you grow up seeing over time, you just start getting comfortable in that. So yeah,
you just used to it, man. So
yeah, but I tell folks all the time, like even now, like I don't care how aggressive. I guess because I know black people, like I don't care how aggressive he might look or whatever the stereotypes might be. Like I'm never just afraid to be around a black person. Like, but I see a white dude in a place that he ain't supposed to be or a side of town I feel like he ain't supposed to be on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what he doing over here? You know what I'm saying? I'm more worried. Like when I used to live in Titusville and I used to see white folks walking over there, I'm like, what y'all doing around here? You feel me? Like, nah, y'all something going on. That's how I feel about it. Like I'm more worried about what you doing than like I see black people walking up and down that road all the time. I'm like, okay, bet, you know.
Gotcha.
So that's how I am. I'm actually more concerned when I see, especially I'm more scared of the white guy in the straight jacket. I mean, in the big leather coat in the summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of him than I am, you know, the picture or image of a thug. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, that's what I grew up around. Like, although I'm not like that, I'm plenty of my friends or people that I went to school with. So. Something that I'm comfortable around being. You know, I know how to, and then I guess like you said, it's I know how to maneuver around them too, so I can sense something's off better with a black person than I can with a white person because I really don't know things that make them tick like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
I do.
You do?
Yeah, man. I mean, like it's just like energy and vibes. Like you know, I pick up on that a lot, man. I know one for me, I wouldn't put myself in a place where I would be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, so if it's a white guy or a black guy or a Mexican guy in there with a trench coat on, I don't feel no kind of way because, you know, I know that I'm comfortable in this place. So like for me, like I don't go nowhere where I'm uncomfortable at. So regardless of whoever comes in there, I know that it's I know that I'm cool, you know, where I'm at. And then off of vibes though, you know, like I can just sense when something is off. You know what I mean? I can sense when like something is wrong. And from there, I guess I'll know how to make my moves. But like, nah, like I don't ever go places now where I'll be uncomfortable, you know, so. Like my boy had a party yesterday on G Street. Y'all heard about that? The G Street party? You didn't hear about the G Street party?
You know I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, man. So one of my homeboys, Shard, man, he had a party, man, like a house party on G Street. And G Street is actually the name of the street. It's on Ansley. But I mean, like the party, like it was. He had helicopters flying over the house. Like police had drones. Like this was like the real deal. Like yeah, man. Like you know, like you had like he travels to like he'll go to like Egypt or whatever. But like when he gets off the airport, you know, and get out of the airport, you know, he'll have people holding up signs that say G Street. How y'all down here? But anyway, like yeah, wow. like this is something like he throws a house party, but it be people from all over the city, like bikers, just whatever. And as much as I love him, I just not gonna put myself in that situation. And I mean, so I mean, it's just like, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I can't believe y'all didn't hear about this G Street party, man. Like, wow.
I ain't hear about it. But I'm the same way as I get older. A lot of people think I become more antisocial as I got older, and I guess to a certain extent it is because I'm not out like I used to be. When I was in school, I was at every party. I'm gonna try to be the life at every party. But now it's just like I pick and choose where I go because I need to know, like, oh, okay, this is this a place where I know my friends will be there. Like, I just don't like to go to places where I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who all's gonna be there? Like you said, I just like to be more particular about where I go. Like, I think that's a very real thing. So
right, it is, man.
So let's I wanted to ask you because you've been vaccinated. Have both of y'all been vaxxed?
Yeah.
2 vax. How y'all feel?
Lost my hair, but
it's cool, man. I only did it, man, because I have a wife and kids. Like, I don't think I would have did it if I was single, with no kids. I be around a lot of people. I cut hair. So it just made more sense for me to get it, even though I didn't do all of the research. However, I did. Y'all see that Tyler Perry, when Tyler Perry went on TV and he was talking about the vaccine? We had
it was like a few of them.
But he was like, he said, explain it to me like I was a 5-year-old about getting the vaccine shot. And I was just like, yeah, let me tune in to this shit because, with all the words and all these stuff that people be saying, like, I don't be understanding this stuff, man. So, just after listening to him, I was just like, yeah, it just makes sense. Just go ahead and get this shot, man. And, I got my first shot. I was nervous as fuck. You know what I mean? But when I had no pain, and I got my second shot, it's like, fuck it, man. Like, I might, you know what I mean? Like, I got the first one. Let me go ahead and get the second one, bro. So I'm cool. You have any pains when you?
Yeah, dude.
For real?
Yeah, like I felt like I was getting COVID again, like those early symptoms.
For
the chills,
real?
the body aches.
I
have a day. After the first one, I had the very next day, full day dealing with that. Popping Advils like crazy.
Did you do it before you got the shot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that the fine print I missed?
Well, I took 2 Motrins before I took the shot.
Okay.
Both times. And I didn't have any, and I made sure I had some on my stomach, but I took the medicine, I had something to eat, and I got my shot. And I had no problems.
Okay.
None. So,
Yeah, if
you light skinned, do that. Damn it. Do that if you light skinned it. Get your fucking Motrin and eat your food, man. Don't be one of these dumb light skinned people out here, bro. Y'all know how we are, man. We think we get your shit straight, man, before you get this shot, bro.
For sure. I've had some people sending me different articles and stuff, like you said, and it's just the language that I really don't understand. Like, I'm okay, like, you sending me this shit, but what is it saying? Like, what are they saying? Just Jasmine, Epps.
She
She been giving me a hard time about it.
Did your parents take it?
Yeah, both of my parents. Brandon's vaxxed. Both of my parents are vaxxed.
That was the final straw for me. Like, once I knew my dad was getting it, like, I was like, fuck it. It don't even matter. Like, he can walk through fire and I'll walk right behind him.
Hold on a second. Just to be clear, you Pfizer gang, right? You Pfizer gang, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't trust them with dirt.
Yeah, man. He's so stupid. But like, yeah, man, once I knew my dad was getting it, dog, like, it didn't even matter. Like, he could have got it and arm fell off. My arm would have fell off with him. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's just that one person that you trust, and you trust them with your life. I don't know if y'all, but like, for me, it's my dad. So he got the shit. I was like, fuck reading. Sign me up. Like, let me get the shot. So that's what it was for me, man.
I'm usually like that. Like, I usually follow my mom to the end of the earth.
Yeah.
Like, or my dad. Like, I trust him with my life as well. But some things I'm just too, like, I only trust me about certain things, if that makes sense. Like, I can't trust, because we all different. Like, so I just wanted to when it comes to like putting things in my body, but my parents were the same ones when I was younger. If I had a headache, I didn't take medicine. Like, you just go lay down. You know what I'm saying?
Because your ass on sick, you just ain't want to go to school the next day.
But even if I really were that, like, they really weren't big on me taking medicine. Like, I didn't take medicine when I was younger. Like, I took a flu shot once in college, and that was the first time I caught the flu. Was the year after that. So it was just like, I'm just not real big on science when it comes to putting it in my body. Like, I don't trust it.
You know, you made me think of something. I don't even have any like concrete reason for why I was gung ho about getting it. But like when the vaccine came here, for some reason I just became obsessed. And I was reaching out to everybody I knew, like, do you know anybody with the vax? Like, is there like a back alley I need to go to? Like, give me this. And I was about to drive like 4 hours.
Back alley.
You know, but I have no reason. Like, I did no research. It was just like, after going through COVID, I'm like, man, if this is gonna help, just here's my shoulder, right? But my wife, on the other hand, who before she and I got married, I was like you, I probably had one flu shot. My wife comes in and she's like, hey man, we can't really play around with this flu shot thing. Like, this is something that has to happen every year, right? And so I started getting the flu shot every year just because she was like on 10 about it. I caught the flu several times while I was getting the flu shot. Right. But what's funny about this is, and my wife and I have gotten in debates about it, when this COVID vaccine comes up, my wife is kind of like, well, I don't know. You know, my wife and I had COVID at the same time.
Right.
You know, and her thing is, it hasn't been out long enough. We don't know what's going to happen, yada, yada. But I thought of her when you said that, just because it's crazy. You'll ride or die to the ends of the earth for the flu shot, but the vaccine, you gonna have to like. She got her first one last week, but it's something about this vaccination that's even got the people I perceive to be experts a little shaky about it. And I think the biggest thing is y'all just rolled it out.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. I think it's just, like you said, it's a time thing because it hasn't. Usually it takes years for them to develop something. And somebody was trying to tell me they've been working on this for years. How? We've had coronavirus before, but it's never been this kind of variant. Like, the COVID-19 was a different variant. There on your Lysol cans, it does spray and it's supposed to kill coronavirus germs and bacteria, but it's not the same thing as the virus how it is now. So they couldn't have been working on this for years. So my thing is,
maybe
give it time.
Maybe, man. I be thinking so fucking crazy.
Here we go.
Like,
Put the spotlight on him.
like, okay, this is how I be thinking sometimes, man. Like, the coronavirus was on the Lysol bottle, right? So let's just say if we wanted to destroy the United States, right? And we got a Lysol bottle and seen on the back that it says something about coronavirus. So between us three, we come up with this deadly disease that will kill millions. And not only will it kill millions, we're going to name it coronavirus because it's on the back of the Lysol bottle, or the word has been floating around. That's going to make them think that, you know, that the world is fucked up. They got us controlled. It's going to throw us all the way off. You know what I mean? But who's to say, you see what I'm saying? Like, what if they just created it, bro? You know, by themselves, you know, and it's a new disease, but they just want to name it coronavirus.
Nah, for sure.
That'll fuck you up even more. Like, so if they created it and they said that we're going to call it, I don't know, nasal spray. Like, that's just the first thing that came. But like, if they call it that, like a word that's never been heard of, but even though that's been heard of, you get what I'm saying? Like, if it's a new word, then we'll treat it like a new disease. Right. But because it's an old word, but a new disease that's linked with an old word, it's like, damn, they got us fucked up. Y'all watch The Simpsons. They said it on The Simpsons. I mean, like, bro, like, you really got to think about this shit, man. You know, and sometimes I get caught up in the hype, you know, like coronavirus. Oh, it was on the back of a Lysol bottle. So, I mean, you see what I'm saying, man? Like, you never know how people are fucking with your head, man. You know what I mean? Like normally, when they say go with your first mind, like that shit is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go with your first mind. If you don't believe that shit, then you don't believe it. Don't try to make yourself believe it because you believe it, or you know what I mean? Like go with your first mind. You know, I think it's like this is something simple, but humans made the shit bigger. That's what I think, bro. Like that's what I think. I mean, like people are fucking freaking out, man. They going crazy, dog. Imagine how church gonna be. And I said it last time I was here, though, man. But you know, like they should have named the shit something else, man.
Nah, it does make you think. I don't want to be.
Did that make sense though?
Yeah, because
like, did y'all understand me?
I've had similar thoughts. When my wife told me that coronavirus is nothing new, I thought she was absolutely out of her mind. Then she goes to the Lysol can and she points at, and I'm like, hold on now. If this is nothing new, why is everybody freaking out?
Right. Right.
So yeah, I'm with you.
Right. But what if it was something new?
They said it was supposed to be something that they did in the lab in China. You know, that's the word.
And who the fuck is? I want to meet they one.
Seriously, right? Right?
Oh my God,
Everybody's
bro!
talking about
Everybody talk about
them.
It's the media. It's the media.
You know what I mean? It's bro. If they would have named this disease Michael Ragland, how would the world treat it versus if it was named coronavirus? And the word, I mean, y'all, and I'm not saying it, but like the people who watching, y'all see what I'm saying. Like if it was named something new, how would you treat it versus by it being something old, that's something that's already out there? Like, you know, like how they say, because I play chess, bro, like you always got to be 10 steps ahead. Like right now, they're going to create the next whatever in such and such years, and they're going to find a word that's already been out, that's already been out here, and they're going to, you know what I mean, present it. We're going to be like, oh, this shit been out here. We've been projecting ourselves.
You see, but that's a good, when you put it like that, that kind of makes me wonder, like, too, when they show me.
Come on, Mike.
They show
Hit
me
the
out.
fucking. Come on, man.
They when they do give me research or something, somebody sends me something that they've been working on this for years. I'm like, how? But then in the same breath, I'm like, well, did that mean that they already knew this was coming? Like, how did they know? How could have they been preparing for this for years unless they already knew it was coming? It's like a joke that Paul Mooney said on Dave Chappelle when he was talking about George Bush and the weapons of mass destruction. And they were like, how do you know it's weapons of mass destruction over there? We had the receipt.
Right.
We sent them. So we know they got weapons over there because we sent them the weapons years back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when his daddy was in office, like we was sending them weapons. So of course we know we can't find them.
Why do we say we though?
Well,
them motherfuckers did that shit. Yeah,
America, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you know they have it because you sent it to them.
Hold it. Do like that again. Y'all know that meme? That girl. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Make it hot.
Put the spotlight on it.
I've had medical professionals tell me that, yes, we did know about coronavirus and COVID-19 and information's out there. You just have to go dig to find it.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I don't know. I've heard so much about this. I don't really know which way to go. Yeah. I really don't.
I feel like once we get to it, we at the tail end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even with, like, I watched the speech with Obama. Like, this was back when Obama was in office. So, you know, at least about 4-5 years ago or however. So he was saying that it's gonna be a disease that's airborne, that you can't see, that will kill millions. He said it. You know, like he said it, bro. I mean, dude, if you try to get caught up in this world, man, like you will find yourself like playing a game that'll never end, bro. You know what I mean?
Too.
Like we got a day that we gonna die, man. You know, fuck it, man. Live it up, dog. Like live it up. I was just talking to somebody this morning, man, you know, about, you know, the word recruiting. And what I mean by that is like, you know, so with what you do in life, right? What you do in life, what I do in life, it's not for us. You know, so let me say this. Like, what's your ultimate dream? Like what's your mama I made it moment? And you be thinking as well. Like,
Well,
what's your mama? So for me, while they're thinking, like, so for me, my mama I made it moment is to work with Tyler Perry. You know, like, that's my moment. For the past year, I've been sending him DMs every single day about my life, about my story, about my ups, my downs, when I fucked up in my marriage, like everything, you know. And I've been sending him messages every single day, and I know that I'm gonna meet him one day, and the only thing he has to do is read the shit that, you know, I sent him, because I want him to make the Scarface of barber movies. Because Ice Cube, we appreciate you, man. You know, we appreciate you for what you did, but you know, it's a whole lot more to it, man, as far as being an actual barber and going through shit. So like, that's my dream. You know, like, that's my dream. Like,
Okay.
DRE. Like, make Gat gonna make that appear. DRE. Yeah. So what's your moment? What's your moment? And I'm gonna get back to the, because I may have lost about my thought, but like, what's your mama made it moment?
Honestly, right now, the only thing I've been trying to get to is a level where I can like tell my folks, like, they trying to still stretch out till they retire, what, in 4 or 5 years. I really would like to be able to tell them, like, nah, you straight. Like, you ain't got to work no more. Like, I got you.
So let me re-ask this question. That would be in your I made it, because once you make
Are you
it,
saying like what's the
like
moment?
what's because remember what you promised yourself, right? You remember what you promised yourself. Okay? What is your I made it? What's your dream, dude? Like, what's your dream? And I'm gonna tie it all into what I'm about to say.
Really, I want to be not like a,
Come
I
on,
guess
man.
not a mogul, but I want to be like, I want to be out there. Like, I want people to know. I want people to be touched by, like, when I see people on YouTube coming back on me and I'm getting 100 million views, a million views on YouTube, like, that'll be my.
So
like,
so your dream is to get 100 million views. That's it.
A million views.
Okay.
Like, that'll be like, that's when I know I made it. Like, when I see people are actually like millions are watching and
So that's tough, and that's major. This is about to the point that I'm gonna make. So hold that thought. You got.
My dream is to be an angel investor. But,
Explain that.
yeah,
Okay.
break that down.
So, and I'll just put in my own words.
Woo!
What?
Y'all feel that?
No.
Put the spotlight on him.
Oh my God, angel investor.
Yeah. So simply put, an angel investor is someone who has access to capital, money, liquid, right? But invests in projects, but gets no public recognition for it, right? But they're working behind the scenes. They're noticing, well, what can I do to help get Mike Rags to 1 million? What can I do to get Tommy to Tyler Perry? Person is very connected, knows people, and is like, hey, you know you work with such and such who knows Tyler Perry down there. What? Yeah, hey, that's what I want to do, and I want to be able to, shovel a little bit of money on top of those connections and make things happen for other people.
Wow.
That has been a dream of mine for like 20 plus years.
Got you. So I like how you explain. So with all of that, and the word that I'm using is recruiting, like, our job here on earth is to, when you get those 100 million views, when you start being a angel investment, and when I start working for Tyler Perry, is to all give that. It's like, how did you do this? Or how did you do that? It's to give that honor and glory at that moment to God. That will bring more people, to him. It's like, that's like, we're not here to be successful. We're not here to, because you have homeless people who are recruiters. We are recruiting people to God, man. Like, that's what we doing, and like, really think about that, bro. Like, that's why you doing what you doing. I told you when you came in here, like, I don't think that you quite know, like, what you into right now, how big it's gonna be. But like, you're gonna be recruiting people to God, man. Don't be like, yeah, man, I all night, man, I grinded, I did this, I did that. Nah, bro, like, get at the God, give him his, because that's why we here. You know what I mean? That's why we here is like look at what Charlton is doing. You know, like Charlton is doing major things, and he give that all back to God, and in return, God flip it around and give him back and more. You know, so that's what I was saying, man. Like that's the word, like recruiting, bro. Like we are recruiters. You know, just make God's army bigger. You know, I don't know if I got off a subject or not, but you know, I was just led to say that. You know.
No, it's a rant.
And I'm still light skinned. So
it's a rant. That's what we do on here. But yeah, man. I guess I never really sat down long enough though to really just think about what I guess the real end game is. I guess I've never really done that until you just asked me that for real. And I guess it's strange.
ooh, learn chess, bro. Please learn chess, dude. In chess, it's something called an end game in chess. You know, it's something called an opening start in chess. Like it's man, go ahead. Okay, so like the game of chess will teach you so much about life, man. You can name like the people in your life who are pawns, who are kings, you know, who are bishops, who are knights, and you'll know how to treat them. You know what I mean? Learn that game, bro. Because once it's time for the chess game to end, you have to know how to, like, you got to have an end game. You got to. You can't be out here just moving thinking that you finna win. Like, no, how are you gonna end this? So yeah, like when I hear that end game, other than Avengers, which was an excellent movie, I think about chess.
And I'm not trying to take anybody to church.
Come on,
Disclaimer.
man.
This is your rant, so cut off my mic. One thing that has been so inspirational about knowing you is you know exactly what it's gonna look like for you.
Yeah.
You know, I've had numerous talks with this man. Yeah. And you've been able to say, "Hey, Gat, watch, I'm about to," and then when I do this, and then it happens every time. Your faith is on another level.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Rags, one thing I wanted to ask you, and I think you do this to a degree, but do you ever sit down and like write this stuff down?
I'm trying to get better at that. My mama's real big on trying to get me to write shit down. I don't do it as often as I need to because I'm just so scatterbrained sometimes. I think about something and in the next moment I'll be thinking about something else. But in that moment when I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to get better at writing things down. I know I was when I first started. Like the rant when I first started cutting hair. Like I would write what I wanted to do. But since I've actually gotten into it now, I don't really write down. That's probably something I need to get back on.
Hell yeah. Like you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like you need to have your goals written down, you know, and not just Mike, but to, you know, me and like we all need to have our goals written down. Like for example, if I say, "Hey, Mike, I need you to walk to the gas station and get me a Sprite." But before you walk to the gas station, write down everything that you're going to need and everything that you're going to do to get to the gas station. You know that you're going to need $1.72. You know that's going to take you 200 steps to get there. You know that you're going to have to cross the street. You know everything that is going to take you to do. And by you doing this, you were able to get the Sprite and then come back like the same way, bro. Like stick to it, bro. Like write down everything that you want to do. Like it says, write your visions down. Come on.
Make them clear.
Okay, so write your visions down, bro. You know what I mean? And write what is gonna. I told you this before, right?
I like when I was doing in the process of getting the house, I did that. Like I wrote down step by step, like what it would take for me. Who I need. I would do that with something.
And you stuck by that, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't step outside of that box.
No.
And the reward was what?
I got the house.
You know this stuff, man.
I do.
God damn it, Mike.
Put a spotlight on him.
I asked you that question to offer some vulnerability. You and I are very similar in the scatterbrain department. I still struggle with that, like for real.
Me too.
But man, when I was dating my wife, kind of like TJ, and I think this is why I gravitate to you so much.
Oh shit!
My wife had everything written down that she was gonna do, and I thought that was so crazy. I thought it was nuts.
Yeah.
Like, who sits down, takes time, and like,
I
writes
feel
this
like
out?
it takes time from the now sometimes,
Yeah.
but it does, but it doesn't. Like, I get it, yo.
But you know what's crazy, man? We dated, got married, all that, and I got like behind the scenes access to this. My wife is so surgical with this stuff, man. Down to the day, right? And so I watched her do that, and over time, as things happen, and I'll share this. I don't care. You don't remember, but you've been to my house before. Anyway, well, we were looking for somewhere to live. We were driving around, just kind of surveying or whatever. And I took my wife to the neighborhood we live in now. And my wife looked at me and she said, "This is it." And I said, "You are absolutely out of your mind." She wasn't settled. Like I think her business had just got off the ground. She was seeing maybe 4 clients a week, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so she was like, "Roddy, this is it." And so I didn't know this until I think my oldest son was born, which was many years after the fact. Man, she had written all that down. And then I was the biggest antagonist because I was like, "No, this is," and you see me do this. "No, this doesn't make sense because, they're going to need this. And then I would sit chill, just watch it happen. Okay, you got lucky, bro. We still, there's no way we're going to do. It's like, dang, everything happened. Everything happened like according to that, right? And so I started taking more time to like really lean into this, started asking her questions about it more. And I started to adopt it on a very small scale. Like I was writing down little things, like little stuff. Cause I'm sorry I keep hitting you.
No, you straight, man. You straight.
You know how I am about coaching. Coaching, like basketball.
Yeah.
I know nothing about basketball, but it's something about coaching, and I've been doing it off and on for a long time. I light up when and I wrote that down. I'm a coach of both of my sons in basketball. You know, not only am I doing that, I have a lot of room for improvement. Not only am I doing that, but like I'm seeing the impact it's having on people in that circle, right? Because like I've told you, I've had people come out the woodworks and say, "I want my son to play for you." Yeah,
I don't think, but like I don't think he really sees it. And what I mean is, I'm in the crowd, like, and I'm listening to people talk about him, man. Like all these white people, dude, they like, "I want my son to play for Ronnie." Like, look at the coach. Like, watch the coach. He's doing this. He's doing that. And like he's into the game, bro. Like someone could have picked his wife up and walked out the game. He wouldn't have. His focus was on those kids. But turning it back to what you were saying, the same way that you were with that game of those kids, that's how your wife was about the house. It's just the energy. Like I say, that energy and vibes are real, bro. It's real, man.
And it all starts when you write that down.
Yeah.
And then
there's a power, and I know that, and I want to be better at that. Yeah. But and I'm just being real. Oftentimes, I struggle with that.
Me too.
But when I lock in and refocus, I'll lean in, talk to my wife about it, I'll get back on track, and I'll start writing little things down. So I just wanted to share that because again, you and I, I think we have similar mental approaches where it's just like, I'm looking at you right now. We're having a conversation, and in a split second, I could be thinking about
something. Yeah, and sometimes I just forget to write it down.
Right,
like, it's nothing I don't want to, like, because I know, like, the thing. I guess sometimes that I feel about it is.
No, man, I'm straight. I'm just like, why the fuck does it take? Y'all ever notice when your phone on 99%, that shit takes so long? Bitch, give me my 100.
Give me my one.
God damn, dog. Like, I've been waiting on my 100. I'm sorry, man. Like, shit, I just want to be on 100. Sorry.
No, you good. No, you good.
Fucking 100.
But oh yeah. So it's just about me sometimes, like, because I do play chess, and the thing I do, like, I know what I want to do in chess because I know it's that's the goal of chess.
Who you playing in chess though?
Oh, different people. I play my pops before.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. If me and you are playing right here and we playing a chess game, who are you playing?
What you mean?
Okay,
break it down for me. I'm slow.
Okay, so when you're sitting in front of your opponent, you're not playing your opponent. You're playing yourself.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. I got
you learned something today.
I got you.
Don't play your opponent. Play yourself. Because you a beast. If you can beat yourself, you can beat anybody.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I play an opponent, I have this thing to where, like, what I do is I look my opponent in the eye. You know what I mean? And if I see my opponent blink, like the moment he blinks, I know that I won. Before if he take a move or whatever, I know that I'm gonna go into this chess game. If I'm serious about it, I'm gonna go in this chess game and I'm gonna stare him in his eyes. You know, the whole entire time I'm gonna move and I'm gonna look back at him. Every move, I'm gonna look back at him. If he fucking blinks, when he blinks, I just hold my head down. I start back playing because I know I got him. Mike Tyson taught me that. Seriously, Mike Tyson says that though. He says before every match. Are we getting off subject?
No.
Okay, so he says that before every match, he says that he's scared. You know, he's scared before every single match that he had in his life. But the closer and closer he got to the ring, he became a god. So he says that once he got in the ring, when they meet up in the middle, he's looking his opponent in the eye. His opponent, you know, he's not blinking at all. He's got a straight face. He says the moment his opponent blinks, he knows for a fact that he has him because he just tucked his tail. You know what I mean? He just tucked his tail, bro. You know what I mean? So like I use that in chess. Like if I'm looking into the player, he blinks his eye, I'm like, game. You know, I know I'm gonna beat you.
But yeah, chess is I guess sometimes the thing I do struggle with it though is because sometimes I get so caught up in the end game or what I'm trying to do that I don't see sometimes what they are doing. So I know chess is a game where you have to be forward thinking, but I also look at it as like you have to be reactive too. So sometimes you can have a plan in your head, and it just goes back to like life. Sometimes you can have things planned out, but you still have to be ready for things to kind of change, if that makes sense, because life is going to happen.
Right.
So
absolutely.
So my thing to or my later thinking or like why I haven't been writing things down is because I want to be more reactive, because at one point I got so blindsided. I mean, I got so tunnel vision to where it was like I got blindsided because I was not really reacting to what I was just so focused on. This is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. This is what I have to do. And then something happened and I should have changed course or I should have changed my approach and I didn't. So that's one thing, you know, Chet definitely taught me too, is like to always be thinking 10 steps ahead while you're still present.
Absolutely.
Yeah, while you're still present. Like you have to still be focused on the present while you're thinking 10 steps ahead.
Right.
Which is kind of difficult, but it's, you know, once you master it, it's easy. It makes life easier. Like being able to adapt at a moment's notice, regardless if you had, because some people have a plan and then when things don't go as planned, they're shook. They don't know what to do about it. Like it's like, oh damn, I had step. Now I need to what? It's like, oh, let me goddamn figure this out.
That's Mike Tyson. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, man.
For sure. So
Facts.
yeah, man. So I just, I'm gonna get better with it though, cause now you got me thinking, Ronnie. I really need to start back writing things down. Like that's when I was. I'm not saying, but that's when I was feeling the best about where I was going. Cause like you said, if I don't know, how will I know when I see it? Like your wife knew that's the house or that's the neighborhood because she had wrote things down and she was like, bet when I see this in person, I'ma know that's what it is. Cause she already had the vision. So I guess sometimes you don't know what you're going for, or you won't even know when you get what you supposed to have if you didn't write it down and along the way. So yeah, that's definitely something I need to get back on. I'm gonna try to make sure, man, just even if I just carve out time in the morning when I first get up to just really just, cause that's when I used to be best at it. When I first get up, I just write down things what I wanted to do that day.
Ooh, bro, tell me about this weekend you had. Cause this shit coming up out of you.
Pivot.
God damn. Like this fucking classic, y'all. My boy, this bitch struggling, man.
Bruh.
Whoever bought this nigga all these shots, dog, don't do my boy Mike like that no more, man. He already got one fucked up leg, man. God damn.
So lit. Yes.
DAYUM. Damn. Like,
Yeah, I'm struggling this morning.
Your story, you were leading also, dude. You had a drink, right?
Oh yeah. I don't even remember that. That was Sanetta husband, Mooning. Mooning. I was out there just real out of my mind. I told myself I was gonna get like that though.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I knew I was gonna get like.
Did you write it down?
Now, I ain't write it down, but I definitely had it. I definitely had the vision. I knew. I remember I posted on my page maybe about 2 weeks ago when I was lit and hush, and when I threw up and I was on the floor. I said, "Yeah, I'm getting like this again." So I knew it was coming. But to be honest though, I actually hate alcohol. Like I don't really like it. That's why I guess when I do and when I'm on it, I abuse it because I don't enjoy it. Like, I'm just trying to really get out of my mind sometimes. So yeah, just I hate like today I saw a bottle of I had some tequila at the house and I was just like, no, like hell no, I don't want to look at it. Like for real, I don't drink often. I don't drink at every function. Now I do things, but I don't drink. Like that's not one vice that I really have to do. But when I do, I do. When I do, I do. So yeah, I got way too gone. But shouts out to Classic in the springtime.
Bumblebee ass classic.
I loved it.
I understand, man.
I loved
but that's
it.
not what
I love
that's
too
not what
much.
classic about. Classic is about tailgating.
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
what I mean.
Nah, it
like
is, yeah.
that's what the real classic curse. Classic curse. You know what I'm saying? That's what we about.
That's why a lot of people weren't even feeling it. Like you can't go out there and tell.
Ooh, random question.
Okay.
Random. Y'all ready? This is a random, but I need an answer. I don't need I don't know. And I have no reason why I'm asking this, but maybe I will once you answer the question. What age do you want to die at?
Oh Lord.
To me, it's not
Just give me an age.
If I could pick an age.
Yeah, give me an age.
94.
94?
Yeah.
Why? And I feel like that's honest. You didn't just say that.
No.
Because he's thinking. He's still
94 is
thinking.
calculated. I got kids.
Uh-huh.
So if I am blessed to live to 94, there's a lot that I feel like I would experience in terms of not only my relationship with my wife, who I think is going to live to 309,
Right.
but seeing my kids develop to a point to where my heart can be content in knowing that as a parent, I did what I was supposed to. I feel like at 94, I would have seen all that. That is the only reason.
What do you say?
I know you're gonna be mad at him, but I don't have an age. I just want to make. I don't want to be saying I want to live to 90, 100, and I'm bedridden for the last 10 years because I was sick. I want to go.
I didn't say your health. I just said what age. You see.
But I think that all equates though.
Not
Like,
necessarily. It's some
if I
people
could
who's
be a
90 who
healthy,
doing
I'm about to say if
backflips.
I could be a healthy 90-year-old, then
Well, say
I would love
that.
to
Say
be
I
that.
want to be 90 and healthy when I go meet my creator. Like so, like at what age? If you can choose. For me, while he's still thinking, for me, I want to leave here at 100. I just want to be able to know that I say that I've been here 100 years. I want that feeling of being a great grandfather. You know what I mean? Like not just a grandfather or a great grandfather, but a great grandfather. See how that shit, Rob? Great.
You know what I thought of when he said that?
100?
Yeah.
What?
Your phone. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. I've That's why he thought about it. That's why he thought
No,
about it. I didn't know, but he just made that point. But like,
That's why he thought about it.
hey, goddamn, why can't it take so long to be 100, man? If your life was like that, plug me up, bro. I just want to make it to 100, man. Like, I just want to make it to 100, bro. Like, shit. How many people y'all know that live to 100? Know that live to 100. Not know of, but know.
I can't say that I
The
know
only person I
anybody
knew was
personally.
Miss Gator.
Who?
Miss Gator
Gator?
from the church. They used to be in the nursery.
Only person I knew was Miss Crenshaw.
You don't remember Miss Gator from the
Crenshaw
church?
made 100?
I don't know if she made 100, but I just know the oldest person I knew growing up with Miss Crenshaw when she used to be like, "Hey, y'all,
I don't
oh my
remember Miss
God."
Gator.
No, bro.
Am I saying her name wrong?
Maybe
I don't know if she is.
I don't know who she is. So how we
she
gonna
used to always had like she dressed in the nursery as if she like wore nurse attire. Like she would wear like the little old fashioned white hat. Miss Gator, I know y'all remember Miss Gator.
Mike, when you was in the nursery, we was
Come
like
on.
smelling our fingers.
Seriously.
Put the spotlight on.
Like I'm
got there,
you
guy.
know what I'm saying?
I forgot that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah,
Right.
she I think she passed away when she was. I'm gonna have to call my mama now and make sure I'm saying this lady name right.
Ah
I
man.
think she
But
passed away like 102. Like she was a 100 plus. Yeah, she
I
used to
don't,
be in
I
the
don't
nursery.
know. I don't know not one person. I don't know not one. But I just want him to answer the question because he always
Oh,
fucking
still
run
ain't-
from the question, dude.
I'm I'm that type of person though. Like I'm never gonna give you just a.
Oh, I know what kind of person you are. Don't fucking tell. Like, let's not do this episode. I just
No,
wanna
I'm not
keep it
just
just
finna
right
give you
here.
Cause I just think so. Okay, if I just had to give you an 8.
Thank you, motherfucker. God damn. Like, why it take this motherfucker so long? He say all this shit, and then at the end, he want to answer the question. What the fuck you just... Go ahead, Mike.
Oh man, so probably 85.
Okay.
85.
All right. Why? You like the
I
number?
think that's long enough to have enjoyed a full life and be able to be around people. But I ain't gonna lie, I definitely wouldn't want to be here too long. I'm not saying like I'm ready to die, but I'm just saying like I don't want to be here too long. Like
It's
too
power
long.
in the tongue.
I know.
Okay. So.
I know. I've been told that for people tell me that.
But you
'Cause
know
I
that.
had an episode one time where I thought I was really about
Hold
to.
that thought. Because I know
I thought I was really about to like go, and I in that moment though, like when I was in that moment, it was like a certain, I don't know, just a certain calmness about it. Like at first I was panicking, but then it was like, okay. I just kind of I thought I was gone, but you know I was able to make it out of that situation. So it was just I guess I don't look at death as it's an ending here, but I don't look at it as an end, you know what I'm saying? So I never approached it with when do I want to die? I just want to make sure I'm living a healthy life when I do, you know what I'm saying? And
you got to start thinking about stuff like that, man.
oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't have any kids, I don't have
End
no
game.
family, so it's just like
Think about your end game, Mike. In all areas of your life.
But he's got a point because I never started thinking like that till I started having kids.
What about what age you want to die?
Yeah, and start like really embracing the reality of death.
Yeah.
You know, because if you have kids, you're leaving pieces of your legacy behind you. You want to make sure that legacy is good.
Man.
So it takes you into a different paradigm, I think.
Dude, last night I went to my dad's house and I had to edge his beard up. So as long as I've been cutting hair, like my dad as long as I've been living, my dad has never had a beard. Right? He only had a beard when he got married. So never really cut my dad's hair before because he always, clean cut like that, like shave. Seriously, like
He's cleaner
shave.
than me. Let's be honest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, run Ringo. Yeah. So, but like last night, man, like just cutting my dad's beard with his eyes closed and him not moving, I gotta be honest, because I've cut a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but I've been in multiple funeral homes while cutting dead people. And I'm like, yo, like, one day,
That's gonna be
You know what I mean? Like
sad
one
reality
day
face,
it's gonna
yeah.
be the last cut. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about that, you know, and I don't know what my dad thinks, you know, or how he thinks, you know, because he's a very wise man. You know, it's both the you know, y'all fathers are, but it's that shit just fucked me up, man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like I can cut your hair right now, Mike, and you gonna talk eyes up, but like just to, you know, if you cut your dad's hair and he's just, you know, he's not moving he's still is. How many times you cut your dad's hair? Like over 10, 20, 30?
Yeah,
Right.
I cut his hair pretty
I've
often.
only cut my dad's hair twice.
Oh, okay.
Twice. Yesterday was the second time. You know, it was the second time. And for him to be closing his eyes
And that's
and not
still.
moving and still and me doing his beard, it fucked me up, man. I didn't tell my wife about it. I didn't tell my son about it, you know. It just happened last night. I'm telling y'all about it, man. Like, that shit was something different though, bro. Because one day it's gonna he has an end game. He knows his end game, and you know, like that's what I'm trying to, you know, tell y'all. Like, bro, like, you know, like know your end game, man. Like, you know, like write your end game down or what you want to do. This man writes letters to his son, both of his sons, in a book. So when they get 18, he's gonna present them with all these letters that he's wrote. You know what I mean? Like,
That's fine.
that's end game
end
shit.
game.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when my dad is gone, he's gonna pass that down to his kids. Like, yeah, my dad bought me Jordans on May 1st, 2003. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit is a part of the end game, man. So I don't know, bro. Like, I just feel like, you know, like that's what. Go ahead.
I think there's something happening because I had this conversation with this guy yesterday. I did not know, but we were having small talk. Then he hits me out of nowhere. He says, "Man, think about it." He's a Catholic guy, and he kept saying that. And he was like, we have a creator who knows when we're going to be born and when we're going to leave." And he says, "So what I don't understand is if we all believe in this creator, if I fire up a pack of cigarettes today, what is that even, like, why is that such a bad thing? Why are people concerned that may kill me when my end date's already been determined?"
I got an answer.
Come on.
Because God is a genius. However, he gives us free will. But he's such a genius to where he knows that our free will will kill us on the same date that he knows. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to let you be you.
Right.
I'm going to let you be gay.
I
I'm
know
going to let you be
mistakes
rag.
you
I'm
gonna
going to
make.
let you
Yeah.
get drunk, break your leg, cut hair, whatever. I'm going to let you do everything that you want to do. But May 8th, come see me.
You know what
I'm saying? Like you gonna come see me. You know, like, could you have lived longer if you would have did this? Maybe, but because you did this, you gotta come see me.
Yeah. Nah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like, you gotta come see me, bro. You got to, bro. Like, so we have our date set,
Yeah,
man.
I believe that.
You know, I'm gonna give y'all something even deeper to think about. So, like, imagine before we was here, before humans were here, before dinosaurs, before stars, before wind, man, before the color black. Like, at one point of this earth, even before it was earth, like, just in the very beginning, it was nothing. Before the word nothing, it was nothing. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
What was it that appeared? Now, the us, we're gonna say God appeared, right? What was it that appeared? What do you say?
Yeah, I'll say God.
God. What does it appear? God. Okay, so something had to say God appeared. Like, it's something that had to, you know, like, make that energy. And then when you tell me, let's just say you say this phone was here first. Okay, well, what made this phone? This cup. Well, what made this cup? This microphone. What made this mic? Like, and it goes on and on.
and on,
So it's
yeah.
like, is it a beginning? You know what I mean? Or is it an end game? Woo! Give me a button.
Put the spotlight on.
Nah, that's good.
Y'all gonna have to pay for this shit in a minute, man. I can't keep giving this free game, man.
Dude.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Like, bro,
definitely.
I think so outside of the box sometimes, bro. I want people to say he's a fucking crazy ass. Like, I want people to say that about me. You know what I mean? It's better to leave the 99 and chase what? Chase what?
The one.
Come get me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking crazy. I'm looking for my God everywhere, dude. I'm looking for him, bro. Like it's come on, man. Y'all just seen the UFO sighting that they had the other day over the
Yeah,
Pentagon
I
and
saw
shit.
that. I
Like,
saw that.
yeah, bro. Like they
Yeah,
confirmed
Navy
it was a
confirmed.
like
Yeah,
they
Navy
confirmed it
confirmed
was a UFO sighting.
But you
feel
know,
like
UFO
there's
doesn't
other
necessarily.
stuff out
I about to say UFO doesn't necessarily mean alien spaceship. Like, I don't look at it as alien spaceship. I just it's unidentified flying object. Ain't no telling what that is. Ain't no telling what niggas out here making. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, but I to get back to your point about
Oh, we made so many points, bro.
well, but about
this was-
about God though,
Okay.
about the how like eating or smoking cigarettes, like why worry about it? Like, and to TJ's point, it's really about people think of God and how he works with us so like it's a fairy tale, but it's the reality of what we walk on this earth is like what it is. So what I mean by that is every decision that I make is helping or is going to have a ripple. It's going to have an effect. Everything. So if I keep making certain decisions, eventually those effects are going to happen to me. So yeah, God knows your date, like TJ said. Yeah, because he knows shit, you're gonna be out here smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. You know what I'm saying? Or he knows you're gonna. Lord, thankfully, it didn't happen to me. I hadn't been in a few close calls when I was driving drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So thankfully, like that. But like he might be like, all right, nigga, you keep doing that shit. Like your date coming soon. Like you gonna be driving and you know. So it's like, yeah, we do still affect our date. You know what I'm saying? He just already knows when it's the term. But
What do you mean we affected?
We affect our date. Like what we
It's
do.
that free will.
Yeah. What we do is what affects our like how we live on this earth.
So right now we're all healthy. More so, like we get so that if we go up in this building to the top floor and we lock arms and we all jump head first, you know, we gon' 9 times out of 10
We gonna die.
We out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what is that? That's free
We
will.
we affected. Yeah.
But then God know we was gonna do that.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like
It's weird.
it's I think that we try to, because I do feel as if we the chosen race, but however we are gods, bro, but we try to think like him and we can't.
No.
You know, we can't, like our mind won't, as much as we try. And there's nothing wrong with trying, but it's like our mind won't let us think to the level that he even, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no way you can ever think on the level of, you know, God, the creator. So
And you know when I witnessed that or really came to grips with that was when my son was born. Watching that.
ooh.
There like one of my biggest things is for people that know me.
Ooh, put the spotlight on.
Put the spotlight on him. Nigga,
For people that know me, I usually make jokes about there's no manual for being a parent. There's not. And I wish they would have told me this. I wish I would have told them. Like when I start talking about that, I'll go on and I'm doing it in jest, of course, but when I went through that, I get it because it is so hard to put into words. Scientifically, anatomically, you can have all the terms to describe what's happening.
But
dude,
being in that moment,
when you are looking at what I still call ground zero and you're watching a human emerge, bro,
I haven't
like
had
that
that
is
experience.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like that is a God moment, man. And I was telling my mom, like that it was in that moment I realized I thought I knew God was real after seeing this, like, because I can't talk about it because I can't say.
Come on, bro.
I can't say what I went through.
Yeah.
I can tell you, yeah, she was 8 centimeters. I can tell you all that stuff. But man, when that boy's head came out,
Yeah. That's real.
Lord have mercy.
That's real. And for the women, you know, you think about what they go through, because you know, women, they have their own chatter, like I'm laying on the bed and I'm push, like, but you know, the first person that sees it is us, bro.
Right. Oh, that's
Like
true.
you gonna see your child, like your wife or baby mama, you know, wife.
We gonna claim it.
You know,
Why?
you know what I mean?
Still
But,
old-fashioned
like,
like that.
yeah,
I do
bro.
know
Like
that.
your wife will carry your child for 9 months. Like it'll be so nice to where you out partying, you know, she's in the bed laying down, or you want to go kick it with the fellas, or like she's like rubbing her belly with, you know, like lotion, and like all like doing all these things, like, but who gets to see that child first? You. That's why it's always normal that the baby says what name first?
Damn.
Dad.
Here we go. Here we
See
go.
me.
Put the spotlight on
You
her.
see me? You know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro, like that is something amazing, bro. Like imagine watching a Chevy Tahoe coming out of this small right here, bro. I'm serious,
How are
man.
you going to explain that to me? Yeah. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man. That's how
But that Tahoe gonna come out of this motherfucker, bro.
It is
Like
right
for
here.
real, like for real, dude. I mean, it's something serious, man. So like, yeah, like that's an excellent moment to know that God is real, like to witness birth, new life. That shit is real, dog. That shit is real. It's gonna be another human out here, male or female, that's gonna be like Mike. You know, and everybody wanna be like Mike. Put the spotlight on him.
Put the spotlight on her.
Yeah, it's about to wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, I definitely, and I'm gonna say this, you know, on camera. I definitely appreciate y'all too, man. For real. Though.
Yeah, man. But
definitely appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
we appreciate you too, man. You know, we appreciate you too, dude. But you know, I challenge you to you know, like continue to put yourself around people that's gonna correct you, bro.
Oh, for sure.
You know, because
I don't, and that's one thing I guess because my parents corrected me all the time. I guess that's not one thing I resent. Like I like being around people who gonna tell me what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Like that's the only way I'm gonna get better. Because I know once I realized, I guess it was an arrogance about me at first, where I was like, well, shit, can't nobody tell
that's
me
that
what
Kobe
I'm doing about
shit.
it. I got him.
hit the button, motherfucker.
Put the spotlight on her.
That's that Kobe shit. We're not gonna go there though. You know, that's that Kobe stuff, man.
But man, yeah, I just at one point I was like that, but as I got wiser, I started to realize, or like once I started seeking more knowledge, and I think I even say this in the intro, like that's when I realized a lot of shit I don't know. Like it's okay, so the only way I'm gonna know this shit is if I had people around me who could tell me like, nah, Mike, you doing this wrong. Especially, but it has to be too. It doesn't even necessarily have to be said a certain way. I just have to know the person. I just have to know what their intentions are. Like, cause some people say things and it might rub other people the wrong way, but if they tell me the exact same way, it's not gonna rub because I know them. So I know they only mean it to help. So,
If somebody seriously just sit you down and tell you your wrongs and not try to show out, you know, like if it's a crowd, hey, like nah,
that is different.
like
yeah.
nah. But if they just genuinely sit you down and tell you where you're wrong at, the realness in you, like you know, like you gotta respect that though, bro. You know, and you gotta grow from that though. You know, so I do feel like today, April 18th, like you grew up. You know, today you leveled up, bro. April 18th, you leveled up. You know, and that's what it's all about, bro. Having people around you that's gonna help you, you know, level up in life, man. And bro, just keep doing and going down the road that you're going down, bro. Cause we see you, bro. You know, we both see you, dog. That like you got two old heads. In this bitch,
I can't tell you how many times I called this dude and been like,
yeah,
bro, Mike Rag. I
Mike
promise you,
all
man,
the
like,
time, bro. Like Mike Rags.
Dude,
Like, bro, he
this
called me
dude,
all the time.
yeah, I'm telling
If
you.
we talk 7 times a week, 2 times out the week, your name will come up. Twice a week, bro. Like Ronnie is a big fan of you, dog. And so I'm telling you, like maybe it's because it's natural to you, you know, and I know how it is because I was there. So a lot of things that come natural, you like, you know what I mean? You know you can do shit, bro. You know what I mean? You knew we was gonna be here when you got here. You knew that we was gonna wait on you, right? Come on. You knew we was gonna be
I
here.
was hopeful.
You knew we was gonna be, but I'm being serious.
When you
dog.
said you was
Like,
bouncing, I thought shit, because I know you crazy. So I just I
but
thought you
did
would go.
that. I just did that for a reason, man. You know what I mean?
Just to
Like,
let me know, like the breath, like how.
chess.
Yeah.
Chess.
Nah, I definitely
But
did,
yeah, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still an asshole. It doesn't change. It just kind of evolves.
Let me tell you, I'm not conceited, I'm just convinced.
Here we go.
You know what time it is, yeah.